Hey, what is up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to Richie Rich Abroad. It is your boy and your host, Richie Rich. If you didn't know, now you know. Today, we are bringing to you another video in our Kevin Samuels series. This time, single mother says she thinks some men just want to be stepdaddies. Baby, I got to tell you, I don't agree with you, but let's see what you got to say. Before we get into the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and the notification button so that you get our next video as soon as it pops off. Let's get this show on the road. Chang, you know what to do. Kick it.
Rolling by trike. Here we go.
Oh,
Hello.
hi. Your first name is Faith.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'll be 30 next month.
Okay, what do you got for me?
Well, I'm a single mom and I think that it's okay with wanting a high value man. Like I think it's okay.
You said you think it's what?
It's okay for me to I'm about to start dating again, and I think that that's what I would like to date, and I think it's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, were you married?
Yeah,
How long?
4 years.
Okay. And was your husband a high value man?
He was working his way up to one, but no.
Okay. What does that mean?
He was starting businesses. He was a military man, and
Okay.
he was, getting off his feet. So,
All right. How many children do you have?
2.
All right. So, to the market, what you're basically saying is, hey, the man I married and had 2 children was not high value. But now I'm coming to the market, divorced, older, with 2 children, wanting a man who was financially better than the one I had 2 kids for.
I don't know about y'all, but it don't make a damn bit of sense to me.
Yeah.
Right.
I know it sounds bad, but at the same time,
It sounds exactly like what it is. I don't fault you for wanting what you want, but the question always comes back, Faith. Why should a high value man pick you versus picking why should a high value man pick you versus picking a woman he can make his own children with?
That's true. I agree. Because when I had kids, I didn't want a man with kids also. So I agree. However, I'm just saying, I think that I think that I could get a high value man possibly just because I have kids. It's not going to make it like, oh my gosh, she has kids. And I was going to ask you a question.
Hold on. What city or what state are you in?
Alabama.
Oh, one of the poorest states in the union. And you just think you can get a high value man? Do you know any high value men?
Yes, that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you a question. This guy, he's talking to me. He's a high value man. And I was just trying to figure out, like, does he really like me, or is he just like probably wanting a booty call?
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Because he's high value, but
probably number 2. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
okay,
Probably number 2.
He has no kids, and I'm just trying to figure out, like,
he has children.
No, he doesn't have any children.
Right.
But I haven't seen this video. But before Kevin Samuels say anything, let me get this straight. You approaching 40, you got 2 kids, you're divorced. Your husband was just a mediocre man at best. And now you're saying, I think I could date a high value man. And he should just take me the way I am and with what I got, which isn't very much. And and you want to know if this man who has a lot of money, who's high value, is talking to you because he wants to be with you, wants to marry you, wants to wife you up, or if he just wants coochie. Jeez. It ain't no different. He just trying to that's it. He ain't trying to keep you. Anyway, we'll get to Kevin Samuels.
Man, I mean, all right. So let's
'Cause he acts
fast.
like he really
Hold on.
likes
Listen. Do you have a son or a daughter? Do you have a son?
I have 2 boys, a 1 and a 2-year-old.
Okay, so let's fast forward 35 years. And your oldest son is an accomplished attorney making $400,000 a year. And you've had to work with your ex to put your son through, University of Alabama, through Harvard, through, junior law, all that stuff. And he comes home and says, Mama, I'm getting married to a woman, a woman with 2 kids. You're going to say, all right, son, I worked all my life for you to go do that.
I wouldn't,
yes, let's go.
I wouldn't be happy at first. However, if she was...
No, see, now stop right there. Stop right there. Why wouldn't you be happy at first?
Because I'll be like, you can start your own family. However, if that's what you want,
let's not go down to however. Let's keep on that path. You can start your own family because
that'll be the right thing to do. That's what I...
Not the right thing, the better thing, because you didn't raise your son and go through all that for him to take over some other person's bills.
How come you understand it when the analogy is given for your son, but you don't understand it or you don't want to believe it when it applies to you?
Yeah, that's true.
Welcome to you.
All right.
I'm sorry, man, but that's the truth. Are your children an asset?
I see what you're saying, but it's
but you still keep the but. Are your children? Listen. Are your children an asset to another man?
They can be.
What the hell did you just say?
I didn't ask if they can. How can they be?
Some guys just want to be stepdaddy.
No. Tell me how they can be an asset.
Can't tell you nothing right now. Can't think of anything.
Real quick, I've had dudes in the chat come in and promote being stepdaddy. So I'm not one who's against being a stepdaddy. I'm just saying it's not something that a lot of men want to do. In fact, very few men want to be stepdaddies for a whole bunch of good reasons. I'm not saying that I'm against it. My stepfather came in and was just lights out. He was the coolest cat on the planet. I was lucky enough to have 2 cool dads, and it's something that will always be cool to me and close to me. But a lot of dudes don't want to be stepdaddies. But there's different situations. Sometimes there's situations where the husband passed away and she's a widower and maybe they're good kids. Every situation is different, but for the most part, look, let's be real. Most cats are not trying to be a stepdaddy. Kids cost money.
So you got me. You're right.
Bottom line, ma'am, you married a military guy. Why are y'all divorcing?
He was cheating, and we can't work it out because he's a narcissist. So
okay, narcissist. Has he had a clinical designation of narcissist? Or are you just saying that?
Clinical medication. Something's going on.
Narcissists lack empathy. Okay, so a narcissist is narcissist. He's been around children, so he has no. Okay, all right. I'm gonna say this, ma'am. This whole high value thing has a lot of you ladies in a bad position. Ma'am, you're in Alabama. You're divorcee with 2 kids, and you want one. Do you care if he's black? The man is black.
I would prefer him to be black. Yes.
And that means you want 8% of black men. 8%. 8% of black men earn over $100,000, and they don't really tend to live in Alabama. That's 8%, regardless as to the age. 8%, regardless as to their current marital status. 8%, regardless as to sexual orientation. And you didn't make babies with an 8% man. You made babies with a guy in the middle. Please explain to me why you want a guy who's so high up now. That's what I really want to understand.
I feel there's nothing wrong with wanting a stepdaddy with high value. Like, it's okay for me wanting my kids to go to private school. Like,
Really?
If that makes, yeah,
No,
like
no.
I
Well,
think
tell me
that
why. Tell me why it's okay.
Because he gonna be paying for it, and she ain't. That's why it's okay.
because if I find a guy and he's high value and he's okay with, I just don't see how it's like, oh, she got kids. Oh, I understand it is like more options out there, but just like, it's possible.
What the hell did you just say?
Really? So you don't see any problem, you don't see any issue with wanting your kids to go to private school that you cannot afford to pay for and your husband can't afford to pay for.
No, like if that's what I'm about to start dating again, and that's what I'm gonna
tell you this. That's one of the issues in our community, that a woman like yourself could honestly come up and say, I don't see any problem getting somebody who had nothing to do with this to pay for the bill. That's that welfare state mentality.
No,
That's
it's not.
Listen. I'm not insulting you, man, but listen. You can't afford it. Your husband can't afford it. That means you don't get it. The only way you could get your kids in private school is to find somebody else who's willing to put your kids in private school. You want your kids in private school? Get a nanny, get a tutor, work with them to get them a scholarship. That's what you're supposed to do. Go get a second job. Go. Don't go get your hair
and
done.
that's another thing. Like I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm
okay. Ma'am, in this life, we get what we work, what we earn and worth. You want somebody else to pay your bills. That is unfair. It is selfish.
How?
Because you don't have the money. And
I
you
do
said,
have the,
but not you can't afford to put your kid. Oh, Jesus.
Comes from money.
Okay, let me go ahead and grab this mute button. Because you said if somebody wants to come along and put your kids in private school, but you can't afford to put your kids in private school.
That's what you said. I didn't say that I can't afford.
But you said if somebody wants to come along and put your kids in private school, by implication, meaning they're going to be paying for it, not you. I'm not trying to play semantics.
That's true. Games. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is
exactly.
They'll be paying for it if they're my husband.
No, they're not your husband. They'll be a step.
If they were.
All right. So in other words, guys, pay attention. These are the women you need to pay attention to. These are the women that really don't care about you. Because you said it, ma'am, if it were your sons, you would want him to go start his own family. But you're
I don't like how you.
But I don't care, ma'am. The way the words came out, the way you said, if they were your sons, you would want them to start their own families.
Yes.
But for you,
but I also said if they do want to be stepdaddy, they can be. So
that's not the point. Cool. I didn't ask it. No, again.
Sure.
Again, pay attention to what's going on here.
Notice how she start backsliding when it comes to what she said. When you get checked on your own words, now you're going to start backsliding. Right. No, that's what you said because that's what you meant.
On here, it's because of her. It's not because it's
what's
right.
No,
it's not because of what's right or what's best.
No, you're trying to flip it.
I'm not flipping shit. I'm saying exactly what you're saying. It's not because of what's right or what's best. It's because of it's you. That's what it is. It's because of it's her. Think about what she's saying. I would want my sons to get the best possible, but I want you to pay for it. And that's fine. But what is he going to get for that? Me? And this is the mentality that guys are listening to, ladies, and saying, do y'all give a damn about it? Talk about narcissist? Did that woman sound like she cared about a man?
Nah, she didn't say nothing about falling in love. She didn't say nothing about living happily ever after. She was talking about getting somebody with some money to pay for her lifestyle and pay for her 1 and 2 year old kids. Right. So that's a quick video, but it was definitely on point because you get to see how a lot of women in their 30s and early 40s are thinking now because they've missed out on a lot of good men. And now they're single and they're understanding that if they don't hurry up and make a move, they're going to get left behind. They're going to be single forever. So now they will settle and take an average dude, but they don't really want him. They want your money, bruh. They want your money. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the okie doke. They are not trying to get you. They're trying to get your money and they're trying to get the security that they wish they could have had from somebody else. You are plan B or plan C and nothing more. Don't fall for it. Anyway, let me know what you think. Ladies especially, we got a lot of ladies in the chat these days. I love having the ladies in the chat, whether you agree with me or you don't. Let me know what you think. Give me a comment. Be real. Be real. It is what it is sometimes. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. Fellas, you know what to do. Let me know. Hit us up in the comments. I'm happy to read them. I love reading them. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. We love reading them. We'll see you again in a couple of days with another video I know you're going to like. If you like this video, though, there's a whole bunch of other videos you can check out, and they are just as cool. It's your boy, Richie Rich, signing off. Until next time, deuces.